The Reds make us grin, closing pre-season with a win. But can LFC save face in a transfer wild goose chase? And the local rag lacks a conscience, still continuing to write total nonsense. The good, the bad and the ugly of Liverpool FC, the weekly podcast brought to you by the LFC File. Welcome. Welcome back one and all for the latest episode of the LFC Files, the good, the bad and the ugly at Liverpool FC, brought to you by yours truly, Ben Green. So firstly, as usual, thanks again for the continued support for the channel. Let's continue to grow it. Remember, the blog is available in written form on Facebook, Instagram, and of course the social media that used to be known as Twitter, X. So the good this week is, of course, finishing the pre-season on a winning note, and that was the 3-1 win against newly promoted Bundesliga side SV Darmstadt 98, or as they say in Germany, SV Darmstadt 98. So for those that didn't see, an early goal from Mo Salah got the team underway. I think that was after about 5 minutes, and then Diogo Jota scored a good goal. Matthias Honsak pulled the visitors back, and it was 2-1 in a break. But Díaz was on hand to score a blinder, a kind of back heel volley at the near post sort of thing, if you can imagine that. There's loads of highlights online so you can check it out, but fantastic goal from the Colombian. As you can see, the Mail online here, they've got the headline, Liverpool 3-1 Darmstadt, full strength Reds finish pre-season with a comfortable win at Preston's Deepdale as Díaz restores 2-goal cushion after early double from Mo Salah and Diogo Jota. So yeah, great performance. It was a full strength side from that Jurgen Klopp put out. Great performance. Yeah, what can you say? I don't think there was any standout player really. I think everyone played really well. Díaz is playing like a man possessed because he knows he has competition from Diogo Jota for his space. Even Núñez can play in that position as well. So there's a lot of competition on that left-hand side. I would like to see the same on the right. It's pretty much only Mo Salah and sometimes Harvey Elliott. This is about it really. So I think that needs addressing, along with a couple of other things, which brings us nicely onto the bad. So for the bad this week, we have Liverpool's now becoming worse than a flipping soap opera is Liverpool's pursuit of Southampton's Romeo Lavia. So Sky Sports have reported this week, along with pretty much everyone else, but their headline, Liverpool transfer news, latest Romeo Lavia bid rejected as Southampton hold out for 50 million. It's getting a bit embarrassing really. Man United made I don't know how many, 213.5 bids before they got Mason Mount, and Liverpool are trying to equal that record, it seems. To be honest, it's like Jamie Carragher has been saying on social media, as I've said as well last week, if the guy's worth 50 million, pay the money. And there's been a lot of noise this week, FSG out, and I can understand that. I'm not sure I agree, but to be honest, I think Jurgen Klopp is in danger of being left hung and dry again this season because they should have had this transfer wrapped up ages ago. And if they don't want to pay 50 million, there seems to be numerous players that they must have on this database somewhere that they can go to. Yeah, we saw that they're able to go out and buy Dominic Szoboszlai instead of getting caught up in the Jude Bellingham situation. I think he was always going to go to Real Madrid anyway. But yeah, I just think the season starts next week, and they need to replace, well, there were 4 players that left. Of those that left, I guess it's only really Milner out of the 4 midfielders who's really going to be missed. But with Henderson and Fabinho leaving, you would think that getting some replacements would be a priority. I'm sure they're working hard, but clearly not hard enough. There was also word that talks are ongoing. I've seen that apparently they're going to make a final bid. So let's see, hopefully they can get something over the line this week. If not, you really need to get something done before the deadline, Liverpool. This is really becoming a bit embarrassing now. And all it needs, God forbid, is one injury to one of the new or existing midfielders, and then we're going to struggle. Yeah, so not good at all. It does seem, of course, that Southampton aren't playing him at the moment. So from their perspective, there's obviously something going on. My biggest concern is that someone like Chelsea jumps in and just pays the money, takes the player, job done. So, yeah, not great. Moving swiftly on, before I do get too irate with Liverpool, is the Echo. The reporting from the Echo. Shoddy to say the least. So this week, our friends at Merseyside, the local newspaper, of course, for Liverpool, for those that don't know, come up with the headline, Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott left fuming as Jörg Schmadtke spotted in Liverpool talks. Now, for those who either speak English or native English speakers, this would appear upon reading that Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott were upset because Jörg Schmadtke, the new director of football, was seen in Liverpool talks. Yeah, nonsense. The reality of the situation couldn't be further from the truth. So what Ian Doyle was actually intending to report was that after the game where Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott are concerned, there was a bit of a pitch invasion, and there was one young Liverpool fan that was unceremoniously rugby tackled by one of the stewards, and the two went to his rescue, or just basically said, steady on, let the boy go, this kind of thing. Completely unrelated, somewhere in the car park, Jörg Schmadtke was seen vaping and on the phone. So these two things are clearly connected, aren't they? And of course, the comments come up. Lovely bit of clickbait. We fall for it every time. Yep. And it's just crap. I fall for them, and I'm a journalism professor. It's embarrassing. And finally, just before I close, I see here a headline in the Mirror from this morning. Transfer News Live, Chelsea lodge bid to hijack Liverpool's Lavia move. Arsenal agree via loan and Maguire latest, whatever. But, I mean, this is just something I've seen, actually, when I was just looking through the comments for the rubbish that was written in the Echo. And, it seems as if Liverpool may be pipped at the post. Let's see. But if so, it's an absolute shambles for Liverpool if they don't get this over the line. Even more so if they fail to find an alternative. So that's all from me for this week. Remember, like, subscribe, press the notification bell so you get a little ping or something on your phone so you know something else is available. And of course, follow the blog on Facebook, Instagram, and the the social media formerly known as Twitter, X. That's getting a bit boring now, that joke. Anyway, that's it. Thanks very much for coming by all. Take care of yourselves. Looks like the weather's picking up again. So take care, stay safe. And until next week, your LFC File.